In today's video, I'm going to show you how to absolutely explode your Instagram growth harnessing the power of Instagram Reels. I believe this is by far the easiest way you can take your Instagram account from 0 to over 100,000 targeted engaged followers in 2021 without spending a single dollar. Now, I recently made a video on how Aaron went from 0 to over 10,000 followers in 10 days. My friend Tash also used this strategy to take her Instagram from a few thousand followers to over 10,000 followers in the space of a week. And I'm about to do the same on my account at Cleverpreneur, so you should definitely follow it. I've also had Reels on my account Millionaire Dream go viral, getting millions and millions of views, bringing in tens of thousands of followers from one single reel. And I'm going to be sharing with you the strategies behind all of this success in this video. If you're new to the channel, hi, my name's Josh. I've gained millions and millions of followers over the past few years on Instagram for myself and clients, and now I make 2 videos per week showing you how to grow and monetize your Instagram, whilst I also run my marketing agency doing exactly that for clients. So if you want to see more of that, make sure you subscribe and smash the like button. Now, in general, the key to getting a ton of exposure with Instagram Reels comes down to getting a good click-through rate and a high watch time percentage. If you can get plenty of people clicking on your Reels, and when they do click on it, they watch it at least once, sometimes twice, sometimes 3 times, that is absolutely golden in the algorithm and will lead to viral growth. However, I'm sure to many of you, it's pretty obvious that you need to have a video that people click on and then watch for a high percentage. That's kind of the fundamentals of every social media platform. So how do you actually do that? How do you get a lot of people to click on it? And how do you get a high watch time? Well, today, that's what I'm going to be covering. Now, the first thing is you need to know what your audience love and what they actually want to see. Now, your content should be seen as a magnet that attracts the followers that enjoy that content. You want to understand who you're trying to reach on Instagram and then create content that is going to draw those people to your profile. Now, if you're a fitness coach that helps people gain muscle in the gym and that's the target follower that you're looking to get, create a bunch of content around the best workouts, the best dieting, and the best routines that people can follow if they want to build more muscle, because people that are trying to build muscle will be interested in that content, they will engage with it, they will watch it over and over, they will save it, they'll come back to it, and it's going to help you explode your reach and growth with Reels. Now, if you're an accountant looking to get more customers, yes, I'm talking about a real accountant here, not a TikTok accountant, you will want to put out bookkeeping tips that'll help small businesses better manage their books and increase their profitability. Now, if you're a gardener, create Reels that are teaching people all about gardening tips and tricks. Make it clear and obvious in the opening couple of seconds what your reel is about and who it's going to help. This way, when that target audience finds this piece of content, they're more likely to stick around and watch it, and Instagram will then recognize that these specific people are watching the reel at a high percentage, and they will go out there and push it to more people extremely similar to them. So if your page is all about astrology and you create something about Sagittariuses, then Instagram will realize that, hey, people who are born in this time of year are engaging with this reel a lot. So they'll just show it to more people born in that type of year. Instagram have got a huge amount of data points on their users, which is scary, but also good if you're a marketer. And by having that many data points, they can get really accurate in pushing your content to people who love it. It's just important that there is a specific group of people who are going to find your content valuable. Now, the one exception to this idea of creating content that your audience will think will be valuable is potentially people in the art industry or creators such as musicians, actors, artists, etc. And that one, it can be a bit tricky because some of you are trying to hit a niche that you don't know exactly or you haven't defined. It might just be something you enjoy. That is a trickier situation, as often in that case there might not be a defined audience. But in that situation, just aim to make it as quality as possible. Great lighting, great camera work, great editing, and just a great all-round reel. Now, the second thing you want to do if you want to explode your Instagram using Instagram Reels is create an enticing thumbnail that people are likely to click on. By this point, you already know what that audience is looking for. So you just simply need to go out there and create a thumbnail that speaks to them and will get them to click. Now, out of the handful of Reels that I've made on my account at Cleverpreneur, which used to be at IG with Josh, by the way, is a simple one that is literally just a grainy photo of me from the Reel. So it's just a screen capture from the Reel with the text, how to gain 100 followers per day. I'll throw it up on the screen here. It is a horrible thumbnail, but it speaks out to the people I'm trying to reach. So even though it's not a great photo, even though there's no editing on it, it speaks to my target audience and they're likely to click on it because I'm speaking to the desire that people are looking for. They want to learn how to grow on Instagram. So while yes, if I did have a nice photo of me, great editing like you might see on my YouTube thumbnails, because I've got an awesome designer who makes them, if you saw that level of thumbnail on my Instagram reel thumbnail, they probably would get more views, but you're better off to make sure you first address the desire that people have and that they're trying to get from the content, putting that into the thumbnail, and then focus on the editing later. That should be the icing on the cake. Having a thumbnail that speaks to what people want should be the focus, because I can guarantee that that grainy thumbnail would do way better than a really fancy edited one about something that people don't really care about. Okay, the third point to smashing it with Reels. This is to have high quality lighting and audio to massively improve the watch time on your Reels, and this is a huge one. This goes for you who are filming Reels or creating video content from scratch to turn into Reels. Nice lighting and good audio go a long way, and it's not as expensive as you may think. This could be as simple as getting a ring light from Amazon for $20, or even going as far as getting a softbox. Like the softbox I've got for my YouTube videos does an awesome job, and it cost me like $100. Same goes for audio. For just a few dollars, you can massively improve your audio and put you way above the 99% of competition who aren't doing these sort of small things. You can get a microphone that attaches to your shirt for like $10 or $20 on Amazon, or you can go a bit further and get a microphone like this, which cost me, I think, about $100. It was about a year ago that I got it. And then you can upgrade these things as you go to improve constantly. And if you really don't have any money to work with, you can start out entirely free. Just make sure that you've got good natural lighting, and that maybe you use the headphones that you listen to music with and that have a microphone on them to record your content. That'll at least put you above the majority. And then by adding lighting, audio, as you go, you will get even better results and put you even further ahead of the competition, because the majority of people on the platform are not thinking about these things, which means by just doing these small things that are free or cost $10, $20, $50 will put you way ahead and allow you to grow faster. Now, number 4 is a little bit of a controversial one, but make sure there is some form of substance to your content, either entertaining, educational, or along those lines. This will bring you the best long-term results. It's easy to get short-term results without this, but it's better to focus on educational or entertaining content with some form of substance behind it to give you long-term results. Now, on top of this, try and make it so that your content isn't all about your looks, which I know can be a very controversial thing to say. If you're extremely attractive, yes, it will help you get more views. However, in my opinion, you should try and not make that the focus. You should try and have something behind your content that is of value. The reason for this is just because there are tens of millions of attractive people out there who can easily replace you tomorrow by being attractive. However, there is no one out there who has the exact same unique passions, strengths, interests, and characteristics that you do. So if you focus on making your content about that, about something you're passionate about something you're good at, about something that you enjoy, that'll shine through in your content. It'll make you stand out, and it'll make you more unique and therefore harder to replace. And whilst you might not get the same views in the short term, over the long run, by doing that, you'll get way better results and build a much stronger fan base. I recently saw Nas Daily on an interview with Colin and Samir talking about this, and I think he was absolutely spot on about it. So if you are extremely attractive, don't rely on your looks. It'll definitely help you, trust me, it'll help, but don't rely on it. Try and add something more to your content, add another element, add some sort of comedy, add some sort of entertainment, add some sort of education in there to make you stand out, and it'll give you a better longevity. Now, number 5 is do more of what is working. Again, this is pretty obvious, but so many people don't do this. Look at what's working and do it more often. Part of this is looking at your own reels and working out what reels are doing well and why. What topics get a lot of views when you talk about them? What ones get a lot of engagement? What style of editing works well? What things do you notice in the reels that do well compared to the ones that do not do well? And then you can go a step further, and after looking at your own content, look at others in your niche and on Instagram in general and see what their best performing reels have in common. Maybe it's a style of editing. Maybe it's a topic they're talking about that's also in your niche. or a trending idea. Don't go out there and copy these reels, but just look at what they're doing and see what you can add from theirs to your elements. For example, you might see Mr. Beast post a reel that does really well, and obviously you may be in a different niche to him, but you might notice his certain way of editing it that look really cool, and you're going to start incorporating that into your videos as well. Or maybe you look at someone in the same niche as you who talked about a specific topic, and you then talk about the same topic, but you give your own unique views on it. For example, if you see a ton of people getting a ton of views creating content about an algorithm update for a certain social media platform, such as TikTok, then you can go out there and create a video about that, but give your own unique views and opinions on it and your own supporting evidence for the claims. Now, I do this in my YouTube videos. I go out there and I look at what others outside of my niche are doing well and what I can incorporate from their style of filming, their way of editing, and how I can bring that to my videos. I also look at other people in my niche. I see what video topics are doing well, and then I create something based around a similar topic, but I give my own views, opinion, and evidence based around that, so it is unique content. Now, the final part, which I didn't actually have written down in my script here, is to make sure that you actually create your reels inside of Instagram. Now, if you are reposting TikToks, you can still get views on them, you can still go viral with them, but you increase your chances when you create the content inside of the app. And this is purely because Instagram wants people creating original content on the platform that can't be found elsewhere. Remember how I talked about before being irreplaceable by adding something unique? If people aren't just reposting TikToks to Instagram, that's not very unique or irreplaceable. Instagram want to have their own original content so they stand out and people spend more time on Instagram instead of TikTok, and that there is content on Instagram that can't be found on TikTok, so they get more people using Instagram for longer compared to TikTok. So what I've noticed is that when you create content inside of the Instagram editor, you actually get an increased boost in the algorithm compared to resharing content from TikTok. Like I said, you can still go viral by resharing TikToks, but you increase your chances and your reach by creating it inside of the app. And that wraps up today's video. I am thinking of in the future creating a full video where I go over how to find ideas, how to film, how to edit, and then post with all the right tips and tricks and tactics, and posting that on YouTube. So if you want to see me do a full Instagram Reels creation video, then let me know in the comments and I will get that made. Now, if you want to see my video where I go over Instagram's full guide to actually growing with Reels from what they posted, telling you to do to grow, that video will be somewhere up in the description. And lastly, I have just launched my first paid Instagram ebook, so I will link that down below. At the moment, if you buy it, you get not only the ebook, but also my Instagram crash course that I used to have in the past, but no longer sell now. That's the only place you can grab it. So if you want to find information on that, that'll be linked below. And if you're interested in hiring my agency, I will leave links for that. That's it for this video. See you all next time. Hope it helped. Have an awesome day.